good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta back up, cause it's on this old train line, I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the block, came back, double up like, ooh, I got met her uptown, but she from the borough, better known as the boogie down. All sookie now, get up out the kitchen, man, I'm cooking now. Brother man, slip me skin, suck it to me, and they gotta shut their mouth when they talking to me. I look around, it's a whole lot of fun.
But seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52, and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got an ultra-important divisional round matchup in the NFC, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Here we go. Needle, black, red. Field, black, drill, green. Ready.
Young wasting no time, right to the air. Flush to his right. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in. They just got to throw this one away.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Hey, green. Ready?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Open man Hamler, that's complete. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now a handoff as they run left side. Sheds off the tackle, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Tackle there by Lewis Seen.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll go down at the 28. 51 yards for him already. An excellent drive to kick off this divisional round matchup. That might be an understatement.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On first, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. The lineman on the other side has got it.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. If they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
Well, credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right at him. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He may go. Touchdown, Vikings. Miles Sanders, 68 yards. And the Vikings are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. First and 10, Young. Got a man, it's Tyquan Thornton. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
On the double. Right shot.
Now here's Young. That's complete yet again to Thornton. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Double 38. Ultra. Ready.
And now here's a carry heading left. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Young now. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tyquan Thornton. from 13 yards out. And the Panthers are an extra point away from drawing level. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that was good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
7-7, our score after one. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Let's go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
Strike. Check. Strike. Go. Hey. Hut.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Here's that. Watch it. Six.
Looking to throw, Young. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. A 45-yard punt for there on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That good for 22 and a 1st down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Yeah, he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. Second and 11. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play. They'll run with Sanders. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They get this out left, and this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that will lead to a 3rd and goal.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Sanders. As Sanders has it poked free. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And this one is right through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This 2nd and 4. Young escaping the pressure right. And he's got his big tight end here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now a first down throw for Young. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's a 2nd and 8. To the air once more, Young. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Flushed out right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Madden rising now on to punt this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 17-7 lead, maybe they're just looking to get into the locker room. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis, operating gun, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
2nd and 4. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. And that head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only 2 rookies to win 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
Off the option, here's Akers. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big play that time on the catch and run, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Calling a gain of a yard, and it's second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. For that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 14. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And no chance to get away, as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Out of his end zone, Young. And It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play. The Panthers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. From the shotgun, it's Young. He completes this one to Mingo. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
It's desperation time. Young on fourth down. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He lets one go deep for Addison. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further.
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And Young's throw there incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. It'll be Young again. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Lewis, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Left side here to Sanders. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Here we go.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he'll be out right at the 35. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 61 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Yellow, lining. Hut.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. The time becoming a factor, down 2 scores, though they have 2 timeouts and, of course, the 2-minute warning to work with as well. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Derek Brown able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Dog red. Black shot. Hut.
Now Young. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. Young to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
97.
Here's Young.
Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
One thing you're hoping for when you're running drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Young.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Fighting his way through contact. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Down to the 10.
This is caught by Addison. Touchdown, Vikings.
Jordan Addison,
41 yards.
And the Vikings are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. And I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
Throw right side, taken in by Collins.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Now 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Nico Collins, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Vikings continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. And got his man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship.